team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Kamara on the read option. They find some open field here. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 25, check 26, the
Now Jones. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Throwing Jones. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 6 orange. After slash, we play. Welcome to your play. You get rock me. You get rock me. You get rock me.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Here we go. Here we go. Chopper. Chopper. Set the end.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running with Kamara, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson rolling to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Wilson. Flushed out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready, set!
Here's Kamara on the read option. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Pushes him aside at the 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Lambeau is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. On first down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Forced out to his left. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A stop by Shaquem Griffin. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, flush to his right. Going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Byron Pringle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara on the read option. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Set it in. General, relax. I'm coming after you. Go. I'm coming after you. Swing.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
We got 3. Check 4. Watch the curve. Back to 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Move. We got 4.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4 down. Check. Alert 3. Hawk 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Byron Pringle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
Check 26, check 26. Check safety, check safety.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On the ground, McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. McCaffrey on the counter, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Packers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Able to find Thielen. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. Second and 10. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.